Hi, Jim Toner back here with you with your second seminar preview from the last email you received, and I hope you watched it. I showed you how we find our properties. You see, there's no big secret that only the gurus have. What we use is we call the MLS sheet, multi-list printout. We call this our gold list. This is where all the great deals are, foreclosures, estates, all what we call money properties. So this is where we find our hot deals. But what I want to show you right now is the most powerful success concept ever created. It's called the Mastermind Alliance, and it is how we made $9,200 an hour. I know that sounds like hype, but it's legit, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. I'll go into more detail at the workshop, but right now, just give you a little taste of what you're going to be learning. You see what we have here, 29 Hawthorne Avenue. Now, this is a property that was brought to me by my real estate agent. I told you on the last video email, that we use real estate agents. Now, my agent sent me over what I call one of our little hot sheets. It had a foreclosed property. That tells me that it's a potential hot deal because foreclosures are bad loans on the books of the bank. They want to get rid of these properties. This was a bank foreclosure. They were asking $75,000 for this property. I went over and I looked at it. Again, Mastermind Alliance. Now, what that is surrounding yourself with talented people that are working in your behalf. Surround yourself with talented people working in your behalf. You don't have to be the expert in anything. You get the people around you. So my real estate agent gave me the phone call, said, Jim, go check this property out. Now my agent talks, I listen. I went over to this property, the bank foreclosure, as I said, $75,000, went through it, needed a lot of work. However, when I went back and I did my comparable sales approach and I worked my numbers, I found that if I did certain things to this property, there would be a huge profit involved. So we did some negotiating back and forth, ending up getting this property for $47,000. Not bad. That's a very big discount. Jim, how do you get such a big discount? Again, the banks don't want these properties. They're looking to move them. Next part of my Mastermind Alliance, the money. Where do we get the money to buy these deals? I hear this all the time. Jim, banks aren't lending money. It's the end of the world. There is no money. First of all, there is money. There's lots of money out there available. Number two, there are many, many places to get the money. From home equity lines of credit to bank lines of credit to hard money lenders to private investors. For this deal, I used a private investor. Private lending is huge right now. There are billions on the sidelines, people wanting to lend their money to somebody for a good investment. So for this one, I went to my private investor and I said, listen, I will cut you in on this deal, and keep in mind now, I'm abbreviating this. I will cut you in on this deal if you lend me the money for the purchase and the rehab. Now, the actual rehab was $42,000. You see up here, $50,000. That's a spread of $8,000. Where'd the $8,000 go? It went to my private investor. People aren't going to lend you money for free. There's going to be a fee to do it. However, and this is very important, I paid him out of sale proceeds. You see, we structured the deal so no one will get paid until we sold the property. So if we're following along here, Mastermind Alliance, I didn't find the property, I didn't put up the money. Okay, Jim, who did this rehab? Because I can't hammer a nail. You know what? You're lucky. I can't either, and you don't have to. As a matter of fact, if you watch those shows on TV showing you how to remodel the home and go out and do this and do that, stop watching it. It's the worst thing you can do. I went out with my contractor. Now, again, I know the numbers up front, and this is what we teach people how to do. We teach you up front, before you buy a property, what all the numbers are going to be, so we know the money is there for the rehab work. Went out there with my contractor, got the work done, $42,000. Actually, what we did was a restoration. We restored this big 6-bedroom home to its original luster. Put the property on the market, and it sold within 9 days for $152,500. Our real estate agent, again, I've got everybody working for me. The agent made $9,500. I made $46,000 in less than 5 hours of my time invested. This is where I get the $9,200 an hour. Here's all I did, and this is what I'm going to teach you at the Instant Investor Workshop. This is all you should do. I took the initial phone call. I went to look at the property. I went to the property when we bought it. I went to the property with my contractor. I went to look at the property when it was halfway completed. I went to the property when it was done. I went to the closing when it was sold, and I did some phone calls back and forth. That's all I did. Investment real estate is for passive income. If you're looking to get into this for another job, it's the wrong field for you. This is for passive income, so you can spend the time doing the things that you really want to do. Mastermind Alliance, very powerful. I didn't find the property, I didn't put up the money, I didn't do the work, I was the conductor. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do this Instant Investor Workshop. How you can be the conductor, and your biggest role is cashing the checks. I'll see you at the workshop.